Oh, he did really good. Like I said before, he keep improving every time I work it, and the gallop out was even better today. So I'm really excited about Saturday, first Saturday of May. So let's see what happens.
Put in perspective how big it is for you to ride in your first Kentucky Derby.
I mean, it's a dream come true. Like I grew up watching these races, the biggest race in United States and in the world really. So I grew up watching this race, and to be on a horse and ride that race, I'm pretty excited about it, and hopefully we can win it.
And talk about his two races that you rode him at the fairgrounds in the Risen Star, and then in the Louisiana Derby, and the progression you saw between the two races.
Well, the first time he ran in the Racing Stars, we're thinking like, why he didn't run that good? He was running like green in the stretch, going in, going out. I don't know why. I mean, I think it was because it was really dark that day. It wasn't a light working that day, so I think it was because that he was getting a little tired, probably going a first time going long. And after I work it on me, I was like, after the recent start, I work it again, and I'm like, man, this horse is getting better and better. He's gonna run big in the Louisiana Derby, and he did. And even the gallop out, it was next to the Hot Rod Charlie. So, I mean, I think we got a big chance to win it. So let's see what happens. Hopefully we get lucky.
Trying to, the waiting game, seeing when he get in, because if he gets in, you're in your first Derby. What was that like for you?
Well, it was. I mean, I leave it up to God. I mean, it was out of our hands, so we will see what happened. If we got in, we got in. If not, but I always believe in God. Have me on my angel, my mom. So I always believe that she was gonna help me and he was gonna help me, and they did. So we in now. So you have no chance if you're not in it. So we in. So let's see what happens.
What country from?
Panama.
Panama. Oh, yeah.
That's where Luis Saez and Ricardo Santana are too. So
yeah. Did you go through the riding school there?
Yeah, we went to the riding school. We all went for the riding school for 2 years. So we go in January from 1 year, and then in the next year in December we graduate.
And how many years have you been in the United States?
From 2010, so in 11 years.
11 years, yeah.
Almost.
I remember when you first came.
Almost 11 years, yeah. I wasn't speaking any English. I was saying just hi, hello. I mean, we win next time, that's all I say.
Oh, stuck it out here. Pretty much you stayed on this circuit, I'm thinking, right? You did go to,
yes,
start going to Indiana.
I did stay here for like 5 years, five or 6 years. So I was, in the top 10 all the time, but every time I was going to Indiana, I was getting the job done. So I was like, well, why not go full time over there and ride what I can over the opposite? And it worked out. I mean, I'm doing pretty good over there all the time, so can't complain about what I did. I mean, like I say, I know it's tough to get a big horse like O Besos in Indiana, but good thing I'm in Louisiana that I know I can get the big horse for these kind of races.
Yeah, and you were riding in New Orleans for the winter, and a lot of the Kentucky guys are like Greg are down there.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, you can get the big horses out of Louisiana, not in Indiana really. In Indiana, it's a little tough. I mean, even though Monomoy Girl broke her maiden over there, but it's tough to get a big horse from over there.
So it's Serengeti Empress.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, it's a couple horses there broke their maiden over there, but like I say, they don't keep running over there. So the big races for the Derby, for the Kentucky Derby, they're in Louisiana, Santa Anita, and Florida, Jeff Ruby. So.
And your family's here in Louisville.
Yes, they are.
So you've always been commuting. So the plan was always at some point to get back to riding regularly.
Yeah, can be. I mean, if I got a big opportunity, why not to come back here and do it here?
But it works pretty well for you this year because Indiana races Monday, Tuesday,
Thursday,
Wednesday.
So I'm gonna try to ride the weekends here. So yeah, it works. I mean, even though they race here Thursday through Sunday, but I can do it from Friday through in the weekends, Friday through Sunday. So.
And you were telling me that this summer you plan on riding 7 days a week. You plan on riding at Indiana 4 days and Ellis Park 3 days.
Park, yeah. I mean, I'm young, I can do it, so why not taking a chance because I'm young. I know if when I get older, I probably ain't gonna do that. They was telling me, man, where you gonna need a vacation? I was like, well, I have enough vacation last year, so I mean, because the COVID, I mean, everybody got a rough year, but I mean, even though we was racing without spectators, and I wasn't because I was hurt in January and then in May again. So pretty much I rode like three months out of the year. So it was a really tough year. And for after that, to get a mount in the Derby and win my great stakes in Louisiana too, first great stake. So pretty much really good year start so far.
So how were you? Where did you get hurt? Was that at Indiana or was that Fairgrounds?
Well, I got hurt in Fairgrounds, broken collarbone, my left collarbone, and then I got hurt in Indiana, working horses in the morning.
Yeah, you hadn't been back riding that long, right? When
when I got back, I rode for like 2 weeks here, maybe. I rode probably like 5 horses, and that was it. I got hurt again, so regroup again and come back pretty good. When I come back to Indiana, I win 45 races in 2 months and a half, so did pretty good.
You seem like you always have a great attitude, and you always seem like you're upbeat and have a smile on your face.
Always happy. I mean, why be mad about it? Gotta enjoy life when you can, right?
And tell me about how many kids you have and how old they are.
Two kids. My daughter is 8, and my daughter Rosie, and my boy Jeremy, 6 years old. They speak Spanish and English both, so I mean, even though when you got a bad day, you come back to the house and they go hug you, start playing with you, and get it over. So you ain't worried about that anymore. You make yourself happy again.
What was it like for you? I'm sure there's been derbies when you were in the jocks room. Maybe you rode some of the undercard.
Yeah.
And like, what was that like when you know, but not in the big race?
Oh, yeah, I mean, it was always was a big deal. I mean, even just watching, like I say, we grew up watching this race, and I mean, to be on it, I mean, it's funny because I say before, like, man, if I can be in the pony, I'll be happy, even in the pony. And look now, I mean, thanks God, I'm in a horse, so thanks Greg and the owners for the opportunity to believe on me. So let's see what happens the first Saturday of May. And I know he's feeling good. Hopefully we get a good trip and we can get the job done.
Do you watch all these other horses? You're out here every morning. Do you watch the other Derby horses train?
Yes, I did.
And what do you think when you're watching them?
Well, the one you're supposed to like, I mean, it's an essential quality. It's the horse to beat, I think. It's the horse that is versatility is good, so he can run in the pace or stalking or even behind. So it don't matter to him. He run any style. So that's pretty good to have a horse like that. I mean, for my horse, I mean, we're gonna do what we did in the Louisiana Derby, I think. So just said, and hopefully, like I say, hopefully we got a dream trip and get the job done.
Now, would Luis Saez have been in? Would you all have been in the jockey school at about the same time, or?
No, they graduated a year before me, Santana and Luis Saez. I wants to, but my dad don't let me. So, and then in the next year he put me in the jockey school. He was having enough to me to telling all the time, hey, I want to go to jockey school. I want to go to jockey school. So he's like, well, go ahead, find out. He put me in the jockey school. So I did the next year. I graduated with Alvin Jimenez and Didier Osorio. That's the only ones that graduate with me. They're here in the United States.
Are you from a racing family, or?
Yes, my dad, Marcelino Pedroza, that is riding in Keeneland right now, is my uncle. He's brother of my dad. Cornelio Velasquez is an uncle of my mom too. So it's pretty much in the family. Brian Pedroza is the son of Martin Pedroza too. So pretty much all the family. He was a jockey. My dad was a jockey too. But he don't want me to be a jockey because he got a lot of broken bones and he don't want me. I don't blame him now because I don't want my children to be a jockey either. So.
But you wouldn't do anything else.
Yeah, me. I love what I do, so That's all I can do right now. Just get on a horse. I love to be around horses, so that's my life, other than my family.
One final question. What does O Besos feel like when you get on him, when he's out there?
I mean, he's, like I say, he's a nice horse. I mean, he's doing so nicely. You think you're galloping, but he's picking him up, and like I say, he have a good kick. That's what I think is gonna help me, because when you ask him, he respond like you want him in a grass race. Have a good kick in a horse, so he have it. So I like that, and hopefully, like I say, hopefully we get the dream trip and we can get the job done.